What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. I've missed you all so much, and as you can tell behind me, we have redone the garage just a tiny little bit. We reorganized the helmets. We put all of the banners kind of over here. We still have to do this wall over yet. We took the Cobra one down and put it right there. Put the Anthem one that was on that wall over there. And yeah, we're in the middle of like trying to redo this so it looks really cool for you guys. We were going to paint the walls white, but I think we're going to incorporate something a little different. Maybe like get designed full effect on that wall and paint, mask it off and put full effect in white letters, and maybe we'll figure that out, right? Is that a good idea? Yeah? Yeah. We finally got to clean the car the other day. We washed all 2,000 miles of road debris off the car. And yes, a lot of you are going to hate me for this. I did not do a break-in oil change. I wanted to do it under 1,000 miles, and between our almost 2,000 mile trip, it just was not possible. So with that being said, we are going to push our clutch in and start the car and No. Alright guys, so like always, I like making this a very personalized, realistic experience. Well, unless I got wood. So as always guys, I want to make this a very realistic, personalized experience so you guys can replicate this at home. We got our first 5 quarts of 5W30 that we are just going to put right here up front, next to the front of the car, so we have it. We're going to need our oil filter, our drain pan, and the brake clean for underneath the car. You don't need brake clean, but I do recommend it just to make sure everything is, clean and you're not getting all the dirt and grime underneath and make your car dirty, because we want to keep these cars clean for as long as we possibly can. We're also going to need a body pin remover, panel pin remover, whatever, Christmas tree remover, whatever you want to call it. Just grab this boy. And before we raise the car, what we're going to do, open the engine oil cap from up top to relieve the pressure within the system. Just put your drain plug right up here, preferably somewhere where it's not going to fall back, cause a mess, do all that fun stuff. And of course, while you're in here, make sure that you're checking your fluid levels and making sure everything is good, especially if you're going on a road trip like us. Now, if you don't have these things, the 5 quarts of oil, the drain pan, the engine filter, and the brake clean all cost maybe around $110 from Advanced Auto Parts. Alyssa says we're not sponsored, so Advance, somebody. Realistically, any part store where you can get these parts, or parts or fluids and everything that you need to do this is preferred. Then, of course, obviously, you're going to need yourself a jack and some tools. Don't feel comfortable doing any of this or going out and spending the money for parts. These tools are useful for oil changes, even if you do get the basic necessities to complete an oil change. But yeah, if you don't feel comfortable jacking the car up, getting under the vehicle while you jack it, if you don't know how to jack it, if you don't feel comfortable jacking your vehicle up and getting under your vehicle while it's in the air and suspended, if you don't have jack stands, then yes, I do recommend taking it to a Ford dealership. Get it on your service history. If you ever do go sell your car, it's at least there on your Carfax, on your history, so somebody knows that it was well maintained. We are using Motorcraft oil and a Motorcraft oil filter, which is OEM, which pertains to your warranty. Whenever you use the Motorcraft fluids and the filters, you keep your warranty. If you use an aftermarket oil filter sometimes, whether it be like STP or Royal Purple, Mobil One, Napa, anything like that, if the dealer wants to take you out of warranty and they specify that you have an aftermarket oil filter, and you have engine failure, sometimes they can actually blame that on you. So CYA. So getting into it, next step, make sure you jack up on your pinch weld. Make sure it's not going nowhere. No matter how much you move, shake your jack, it stays on the pinch weld.
2 hours later.
We have the jack on the pinch weld. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go around this cover here. And as you see, as I said, we have these push pins here that actually hold in this cover to get to your oil filter. Oil filter's behind the shield. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna take out these push pins and we're gonna follow along and take out the 7mm bolts that are on the side. And then what we can do after we drop this, we can put our jacks on the frame rail right here.
Ow!
Sorry, excuse me.
This floor is dirty. So now you have to put all these back in? Oh my god.
There, so gently. Ow! Got it. Alright. Now you're taking that. You coming or no? My belly fat in the way?
No.
I'm going to put the jack stand up front because I want this to be the highest part of the motor. So, with your oil filter being up front, just lay out a towel. We're not going to completely open it. The car is a little cooled down now. It's going to crack it a little bit. That's why I'm going ever so slightly. All right. It's a 16. Snug the oil pan drain plug if you can see me. You just want to snug it. You don't gotta go too tight. Just, you know, make sure it's on there. Nice and snug, nice and a little tight. Grab your filter and open it a while. We're just gonna have this ready. Inspect it. Make sure your O-ring is okay. You know, dip our finger in some of the oil so the O-ring does not seize. Just get a little bit on there. Don't gotta do too much. Put that there. Down slowly. We can see from the little drip marks that we had, that's gonna come over here. So use that as a context clue. There's pretty much no way to not make a mess here other than just let it drip slowly so you don't get so much splashage splash everywhere. Yep. It slipped, but as you can see, still a bunch more oral. There's a bunch of oral in it yet. But yeah, that's that. Prime this oil filter here. You have to go on an angle, so do not fill your oil filter all the way. Make sure your oil filter is hand tight. Clean this off once more. Follow the same steps you took whenever you took it apart. All right, guys, so now what you want to do, after you have the whole bottom end buttoned up, get the car back down on ground level, make sure everything's even flat. And again, before you put the car down, make sure your drain plug's on tight and make sure that your oil filter is on snug, because you don't want to put this oil in just to have it go all over the ground down there. And grab your oil and we can start pouring. All right, as you can see, the oil filter is down there next to the alternator. It's that white tube down there. And if you want to make sure your oil filter is snug, just shine a light down there and make sure you have no oil leaking down on the liner down there. It's better to have oil in your motor than it is to not have oil in your motor. I almost said motor in your oil. You don't want to end up with a Mach 1 that has a blown 4-valve motor because you didn't put oil in it. Not that I'm speaking from experience, but it's better to have this little bit of oil than to have too little oil. Grab a rag, jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Just turn the car on, go to your settings, go to your vehicle settings, come down here. Oil life reset, we're at 86% with 1,600 miles. Oil life is reset, brakes are on, go ahead and start it up for 20 seconds. All right, now we had the car run for 20 seconds, we're gonna get out and we're gonna check the oil level. All right guys, so what we're gonna do, all the Coyote motors, your drain plug is on the right side. You're just gonna pull it out real quick. Just take a quick look at it, make sure there's nothing crazy on there, wipe it off. I'm going to put it back in, like so, feed it down through, pull it out. And see how much oil we got. Guys, once you have everything buttoned up underneath, once you check your oil level, once you make sure you get every single drop of oil that you possibly can into that drain, that fill hole right there, you're pretty set. You're good to go. Now listen, I know this video isn't crazy and most of you know how to do your oil changes. No, it's just content to push out for the 24. Hey, dare to my face. You. Same content that we can push out for right now until our first sponsored part gets here, which should be here the week of Christmas. So I'm going to be super excited. So I'm waiting for that to give you guys the full reveal, because this is probably one of the easiest mods you can do to your car, but it's probably one of the coolest mods that I've had yet that is personalized for this channel. So that is super exciting. The oil change done. We can go visit family now and we're ready to rock. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the continued support. We are so close to 4,000 watch hours and getting fully monetized on this channel. So again, I appreciate you guys and love you guys from the bottom of my heart. I'll see you guys next video. Happy New Year's. Happy holidays, guys. Merry Christmas. Merry New Year. Happy New Year. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.